So today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to create a kind of watercolored effect in your resin backgrounds, as well as showing you how to use pearl powders to color your resin backgrounds without directly mixing the pearl powders into the resin. I decided to use this method because I found that mixing the pearl powders into the background of the resin didn't always give me the effect I wanted. If I wanted it to be completely opaque, I would have to mix quite a bit in, and in doing so I found my pieces never cured properly. By using this method, you're able to get a full covered pearl background without actually mixing any pearl powders into the background of the resin. So you're able to use less pearl powders, which is good because they can get quite expensive, and you also are able to get a very opaque and even background. So here are just a couple of examples of how I've used this method. As you can see in the internet piece, there's a lot of blue and pink and watercolor effects in it, and in this cat piece you can see the red splotches and the blue, and it's just really pretty. And then you can also use this method in order to create a very solid and smooth and even pearl pigment background. And as I said, you don't use very much, and it's very easy to do. So I will get on with the tutorial. So all you need for this project is a fluffy brush, pearl pigments in any color, and a half finished resin piece. And it has to be half finished, and by that I mean that you should be able to stick your toothpick in it and it's still kind of tacky. You don't want it to be gooey, but you should be able to run your toothpick along it so that it doesn't stick to the toothpick, but when you poke it, it still sticks to the toothpick. And this is why you want your brush to be fluffy, because otherwise, if you rub a coarse brush over the top, then you're probably going to either stick your brush in the resin piece and then make a big mess, or you're going to leave dents in the resin, which will mess up your effect. So first I'm going to show you how to do a background with one color, and like I said, this is really easy. You're going to look at this and be like, why is there even a tutorial? But all you do is take the pearl powders and run them along the top. And you're going to do this bit by bit, not too much, because of course you don't want to waste your powder. And you just slowly add them to the background. And as you can see, my brush isn't sticking to the back because of the powder and because it's all fluffy. Just keep painting until it looks fabulous. So now you're going to want to blow out the excess pearl powders in order to prevent your background from being clumpy, and then that's pretty much it. Ta-da! And now, using the exact same method and just slightly more creativity, I'm going to do a kind of rainbow watercolor effect. I'd also like to say that I've only personally used a white background on this, but I'm sure if you used other colors, you'd probably get a different effect. Like if you used black, you might get a more like galaxy effect. So it really depends on which way you want to go with this. It's really versatile and really cool and really easy, as I've shown. So just to show what else you could do with this method, here's a cat I made with a similar method, but instead of painting it on a half-finished resin background, I painted the pigments directly into the mold, and as you can see, you can get a similar effect. So I realized that with this method, you could also just create like a border or fill in like only the middle of the resin piece, or I've actually tried this before, you can create like a gradient, and it works really well, and it's a really cool and versatile way to use your pigments and create different backgrounds. So I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll be posting these pieces once they're finished on my Instagram, and you can see better pictures of all the pieces I showed earlier on there as well. I'm Misty Pixel there too. And if you do use this method, please, please, please tag me in the photo so I can see it, because I don't know if anyone else does this or anything, so it'd be fun to see how you guys use it. Like I said, it's really versatile and you can really do whatever you want. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and tried it out.